AI is one of the most popular and hottest technologies on the market right now. And unfortunately, that means there's going to be bad actors. There's going to be people who are going to use it to their own benefit, legally, illegally, it doesn't matter. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to install a private local AI model that you can use just like ChatGPT, except nothing leaves your computer. Meaning all of your data, client information, HIPAA compliance, it doesn't matter. Anything you tell it stays on your device. It does not leave it. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So a local model, like I just said, is one that runs off of your own computer. Now, when you use something like ChatGPT, every message or prompt or input that you give it goes to a computer somewhere in like California, Silicon Valley, San Francisco, whatever. And it'll do its thing, it'll compute it and send it back to you. That's usually how it works with ChatGPT, Gemini, etc. But with something like this, Ollama, Gwen, whatever, it runs on your own device, meaning nothing ever leaves. That transfer from New York to California never happens. It doesn't leave your own hardware. And the power with that is you're not going to risk putting any information at. In order for them to get the information, they have to break into your server or your own device, which is more complicated compared to just, catching it on the outbound traffic or a data leak at OpenAI or whatever. So I highly recommend everyone use something like this or have it available to use in case OpenAI goes down, your go-to AI model, Gemini, ChatGPT, whatever goes down. You have something that's local, trained on your own data, and it's ready to go. So without further ado, the large language model that we're going to be using today is called Ollama. It is a local LLM, local large language model, and it's basically ChatGPT, again, on your own device. It never leaves. So you have different options. You have DeepSeek, which I would recommend. Qwen 3, Llama 3.3, Gemma, a whole bunch of different models you can use. The LLM is Ollama, but there's different models, right? Because you got ChatGPT, but then you got O3, you got O4 Mini, O4 High, O4, right? GPT-4, whatever, there's different models, but then there's the overall large language model that you're using. So this right here, Llama, this guy right here is the large language model, and then these are the models that you can run off of it. So what you're going to do is go ahead and hit download, and to get the link, it's going to be ollama.com. Ollama.com. Just type that into your browser, it'll come up. Boop, boop, boop. So what we're going to do is go ahead and hit download, and depending on the operating system you have, you can get Mac OS, Linux, and Windows. I already have this installed, so I'm not going to do it, but just go ahead, hit download, and go through the system or go through the guide that pops up. It'll have you download it, give permissions, whatever, and then you're going to drag it into your applications. And then from there, that's the directions for Mac. And then for Windows, just download it and unzip it if you need to and go from there. And just really quick, I wanted to show you guys all the other models that are available because I kind of mentioned them, but I didn't get too in depth. So there's DeepSeek. I don't really recommend that one. I want to skip over that one. But there's Gemma 3, which is designed to execute on everyday devices such as laptops, tablets, and phones. There's Qwen 3. There's Llama 3. There's a whole bunch of different models you can go through and look at depending on your own setup, your hardware, and everything else. If you're going to use a model like this one right here, or no, let's say I don't recommend using DeepSeek, but for security reasons, but let's just say use DeepSeek. It's going to be more requiring of a better system, meaning your hardware and your infrastructure, like your build of your PC, MacBook, whatever, is going to require more to run it efficiently compared to this. This one's going to be less complicated, but again, it all depends on what you're running and what you need it for. Now, after you download it, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and type in Ollama boom, boom. version. Hit that. It's currently on F5. Okay, so now we confirmed that it's installed. Now for step 2. What you're gonna do is you're gonna type in Ollama run Mistral. Now I'm using Mistral because it's the preferred model that I use. Qwen 3 is pretty good, but in N8N, and if you've watched any of my previous videos recently, I've kind of touched on it, but when you use Qwen models on N8N, right, just for using whatever node, whatever, it shows you the thinking path. So it's a thinking model, but every output shows you the thinking in it. So you would have to go in there and create a code node to separate the thinking from the actual output. So because of that, if you don't want to deal with it every time, we can just go ahead and do a simple Mistral model. So go ahead and run this. I already did it, so I'm not going to do it, but you would run this, and then after that, that's it. Now we go over to N8N, try it out. So what we're going to do is go ahead and add so over at N8N, we're going to do a manual trigger, do a HTTP request, boom, a post method, and then for the URL, it is going to be 1 second. URL, so it's going to be on your local host. Again, if you're running this on a server or a Docker, it's going to be different, but if you're running it on your own device, it's going to look something like this right here. I'm going to add headers. It's going to be content type, and the value is going to be application JSON. Make sure looking at my notes, I don't forget anything or misspell it. Here we go. And then we're going to send a body, but the body type is going to be JSON. And then I went ahead and had ChatGPT just write me up a quick little prompt for the JSON body. Now if we go ahead and let's test this out. Give it a second. Now again, like I said in my previous videos, when you're running a model locally on your own device, it's going to go slower. This is pretty quick actually, but depending on the prompt size and what you do, it's going to be very slow or fast depending on your own hardware. If you have a really expensive gaming setup, it might be a little quicker, but if you're running it on a MacBook from like 2015, probably going to be a little slower. Again, it all depends on the hardware and the prompt that you're trying to run and all the information that you're inputting into it. But let's see what it gave here. All right, so the prompt was to give me a simple 2-sentence motivational quote, and here it is: embrace challenges as a stepping stone towards your greatness. Remember that every effort you make today is shaping the person you will become tomorrow. I actually like that. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Now you can take this again. All my videos are the baseline, ground level for you to build up all your systems from there, because if I make a tutorial on how to make a chatbot for a e-commerce website, whatever, you're going to follow the steps, but at the end of the video, you're going to have a chatbot that's for a random business that doesn't exist. It's not going to be for you. So again, understand the basics of what I'm teaching you and then apply it to your own situation and your own use case. Because from here, you can easily just do a Gmail node, send message, and then send this quote out every day, right? So we can do a timer, delete this, schedule, every day at midnight, send out a motivational quote to this a random email, right? Boom. Now all of a sudden, just like that. Hold on. Private AI motivational newsletter. Boom. Just like that, out of nowhere, top of my head, we now have a daily motivational newsletter. Just like that. And again, if you want to replace this with a, let's say we want to send this quote over to Boom. Now we're going to message our Slack channel and send every member on our team a motivational quote at 12 a.m. A motivational team booster. Just like that, right? Now again, there's so many different things you can do when it comes to AI and all these N8N builds. There's so many different things you can do with N8N and all these different builds, models, endpoints. Really sit down, understand it. Now, if you're a small business owner or solo entrepreneur who is looking to get a private AI setup for their own business, or really any AI automation setup or system, click the link down below, book a free 15-20 minute call. We can sit down and discuss all of your current pain points and figure out a solution to not only save you time and money in your business, but give you back your own personal life. Because again, I understand how difficult and cramping it is to be a business owner, especially a small one where it's only you and maybe one other person, maybe 3 or 4. You deserve to have your time back in 2025. There's so many different tools and automations you can set up. So if you want to find something for you, click the link down below, book a free call, and we can see what works for you. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you.